Was reading a story about a retired military person who was reminiscing about an inspection he conducted. When he approached a private, freshly arriving from basic training in the States, he stopped face to face in front of this young man whose pulse you could see throbbing in his throat. The first thing that caught the officer's eye was an unbuttoned pocket. It was on the shirt of the enlisted man's fatigue uniform. The officer barked out in his best command voice, "Button that pocket, soldier." The young soldier turned 3 shades of red, looked to the left and then to the right, and then sheepishly asked, "Right now, sir?" The officer answered, "Of course, right now. When did you think I meant for you to do it?" The young soldier then did something that is virtually considered treason in the armed forces. He handed the officer his weapon, and with both hands trembling, he reached out and he buttoned the flap on the officer's shirt pocket. Why is it easier to see the speck in a brother's eye than the plank in our own eye? Jesus said, "And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, Let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote of thy brother's eye." That's Matthew 7, 3 through 5. Now, mind you, it's not wrong to make a judgment of action, provided that we don't judge motives, Matthew 7, 1 through 6. Some would do well to remember that, because the Bible says that we should love one another. And when we pass judgment without giving the benefit of the doubt, then we have failed to love one another as we should. John said, "For this is the message that you've heard from the beginning, that we should love one another." That's 1 John 3 and verse 11. He follows that up with something even stronger, because he says that we should believe on the name of the Son, Jesus Christ, and love one another as he gave us commandment. That's 1 John 3:23. So when we judge the motives of others without first looking at our own heart, then we have not only failed to love our brethren, but we've also disobeyed God. Let's imitate the actions of Paul and his brethren toward the Christians at Corinth. He said that they did all things for the edifying of their brethren. Love one another, build one another up in the most holy faith. That's Jude 1 and verse 20. We're going to have opportunities this week to give others the benefit of the doubt. Why don't you do that? Truly love others as Jesus has loved you. May God bless you and have a wonderful day.